Okay, hello YouTube listeners. My name is Sander, and I'm here with my friend and brother Toby Woods from Woods Painting and Woods Roofing. Is it Woods or Woods?
It's actually Woods.
Woods, sorry.
Yeah, there's no E in there.
All right, we can edit that out. Okay, but Toby is an amazing guy because he's a business owner. He runs an ethical, spiritual business based on kingdom principles. And what does that even mean? Kingdom principles. Are you talking about the Son of Man, the Son of God, Jesus? And how does your belief in Jesus impact your business?
Wow, that's a big question. So, how does my belief in Jesus impact my business? Well, so I would say that it impacts that I realize that it's not based on what I do, and everything's not relying on me doing everything right to make it successful. That God's giving me direction, and then He's resourcing that direction. He knows the things that are going to come across the next 5 years. It's as if I'm running a race. I'm running the New York Marathon. Have you ever been to the New York Marathon?
Yes.
I haven't, but I've seen pictures of it in videos. So it's as if I'm running the New York Marathon, and I'm running with all these people that are wearing rain gear and winter boots.
It's exhausting to watch.
Yeah, because they might come across all these things. But I know that along the way, it's going to rain, it's going to get sunny, it's going to get snowy, there's ice, that I'm going to get hungry, I'm going to get sleepy. But every single thing I need is along the path. That if I just follow the path that I'm supposed to follow, every corner I go to is going to have the water I need, the sleeping bag I need, the rain clothes I need, the money I need to buy what I need to buy, and that I'm not supposed to be foolish with my resources, but I also don't have to start the race with all these things. The worry, the fear, the what happens if this happens, that there's so many things out of my control, but I believe God's orchestrating these things in my favor, and that if I go the path I'm supposed to go, I'll have everything I need to do everything I need to do.
And I think maybe to illustrate your point, I'd love to hear more about how you acquired a roofing company for $0 down. I think that's kind of a miracle, and maybe there's something there that other people could learn from. So tell us how you did that. You had a painting company, you wanted to expand into roofing, and you were able to, it was a friend from church, you were able to acquire his company in a way that he was super happy with for zero cash down. How'd you do it?
Yeah, so good question. So buddy of mine I've known for a long time, we've been talking about business for a while, and we just had a conversation about, buying his company. And I said, look, your company's worth X amount of dollars, but it's worth so much more if you would come to work for me, bring your employees, bring your clients, your equipment and materials, and I will hire you as my production manager. I'll give you a very, very fair salary and bonus, and you help me build my company, and after 3 years, you retire, and year 4 through 9, I'll pay out in equal increments 50% of the net profit we make in those years, and we're planning on scaling it big. So potentially, we're talking about millions of dollars that this guy can have, but it gives me what I need and what he needs. And the way we came to this is that I just, you
told me earlier that you really intensely prayed about it. Right? You weren't sure, but you used prayer and a meditative, deep kind of prayer, right?
Yeah. So I just prayed about the opportunity. Said, hey God, show me the win here. If this is something you want me to do, show me what that looks like. And he and I talked, and we have a high level of trust with each other. And if you're trying to make a deal with somebody that's a big, important deal, if you don't have trust, you are dead.
Right.
And so
how did you already have trust with this guy?
We just been friends for a long time.
Okay, great.
I've known him. We've worked together. I've referred a lot of work to him. He's referred work to us. He's been a great partner. So we've already had this trust. But you have the trust, and then with that trust, you can say, what is it you really want? And without fearing that I won't give it to him, he tells me. And I tell him what I really want. And we align those two. And I prayed about it, and I believe that God gave us this great idea to do this. And it's going to give him more than what he wanted and me more than what I wanted.
Right. Now, in speaking with you today, I feel that if you're a secular person out there, you can understand that Toby's main enemy is fear. But if you're a more spiritual person, you could say it's the demonic presence of fear. You know, like this, you give it a cosmological heft. But you said some beautiful things about how you try to remove all fear from your decision making, right? How do you do that?
Yeah, so to remove all fear from your decision making, you have to not look at the gap between where you want to be and where you are. You have to look at where you've come from. And fear is based on what you could lose, what potentially could happen, what could go wrong. And your mind,
as opposed to looking at the opportunity.
At the opportunity, yes. And when you're living in fear in the back of your mind, you're not living in the creative, which is in the front. Something I learned from this great book called Living Fearless, Jamie Winship. And great book, great author, really fantastic. He's on YouTube. But really, you can either be in fear or in creativity, but you can't be in both. And the more you live in fear, the less creative you will be. And I'm able to set aside the fear. Number one, that's my personality to not be a worrier, but also because I believe that the creator of the universe is on my side and wants me to win.
Yeah.
Right? So I just go, hey, I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry, and if something bad happens, he'll take care of it.
You know, a couple days ago, we showed up for this little business mini conference with STG, and I was concerned about looking good. I had my Sunday shoes on, my corporate uniform. You showed up in flip-flops and a Hawaiian shirt and a Hawaiian shirt for your partner,
Yeah.
Mike, and I was like, it gave me a vibe of like, hey, there's no one to impress here. We can be barefoot monks. We can be, flip-flops.
Yeah.
Was that deliberate?
I'm just comfortable. I just like to wear that, right? I wear the company gear when I am in front of customers because it's professional. But for me, I don't know me. I don't know that I planned it. Mike asked me, hey, what are we wearing? And I said, dude, I'm gonna wear a Hawaiian shirt and shorts and flip-flops. I'm gonna be comfortable because that's
good. Listen, to wrap up, let's mention our common ground, which is not only an interest in the revolutionary Jesus Christ, but also STG, the people that brought us together. I met you a couple of years ago in Orlando at an STG thing. So it's Sales Transformation Group. It's Ryan Groff, our main coach there, and there are many other coaches there. Tell us what STG has done for you and your business.
STG has given me a process to grow my team, to give me a way to train salespeople, to hold them accountable, give them a process that's repeatable that we can follow, so that we can grow. And it's helped me 3x the size of my company.
Tell us, give us your numbers.
How
big are you now?
So I think we were doing like 2.4 million in revenue as a painting company when we started STG, and this year,
like 5 years ago.
4 years ago. We started. And this year we are going to be between 8 and 9 revenue. We're now painting and roofing. I think it's a great system to follow. It's great coaching. But I think it's the immeasurable is the part that is so valuable, and that is what Ryan Groff brings to everything he does. And he's just one of those guys that you need to know, because he will impact you in many ways. And the most important are the ones that you really can't quantify. So
I got that today too when he gave us some pointers in his system called baseline selling, and how important it is to him to incorporate some kingdom principles and to have a spirit of compassion and listening, and not just be like a ranty, pushy, speechifying salesperson, but to be somebody who is asking questions and trying to solve a problem. And connecting with people from the heart.
I mean, a good salesperson is somebody that just genuinely cares about helping you get to a better place.
Yeah.
And I think that Ryan is incredible at delivering and communicating that to people, calling us to be higher level than just win-lose, but win-win. We win and the client wins. And that is the ultimate competitive advantage when you're willing to do that for your customers, that I'm only going to do business with you if it's going to leave you better off.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Toby, Woodowis.
That's
Woodowis.
right.
I got it. It's a miracle. Thank you for being on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, absolutely, bud.
All right.
Great.
Playing for you.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
All right.